Good morning, good Saturday morning to you, and welcome to Bible Reading with Joy. I am Joy Robinson, and we'll continue reading from the book of Job, beginning at the 11th chapter. Then answered Zophar, the Naamathite, and said, Should not the multitude of words be answered? And should a man full of talk be justified? Should thy lies make men hold their peace? And when thou mockest, shall no man make thee ashamed? For thou hast said, My doctrine is pure, and I am clean in thine eyes. But oh, that God would speak and open his lips against thee, and that we would show thee the secrets of wisdom, that there are double to that which is. Know therefore that God exacted of thee less than thine iniquity deserve. Canst thou by searching find out God? Can thou find out the Almighty unto perfection? It is as high as heaven. What can thou do? Deeper than hell. What can thou know? The measure thereof is longer than the earth, and broader than the sea. If he cut off and shut up, or gathered together, then who can hinder him? For he knoweth vain men, he seeth wickedness also. Will he not then consider it? For vain men would be wise, though man be born like a wild ass colt. If thou prepare thine heart and stretch out thine hands toward him, if iniquity be in thine hand, put it far away, and let not wickedness dwell in thy tabernacles. For then shalt thou lift up thy face without spot, yea, thou shalt be steadfast, and shalt not fear, because thou shalt forget thy misery, and remember it as waters that pass away. And thine age shall be clearer than the noonday. Thou shalt shine forth, thou shalt be as the morning, and thou shalt be secure. Because there is hope, yea, thou shalt dig about thee, and thou shalt take thy rest in safety. Also thou shalt lie down, and none shall make thee afraid. Yea, many shall make suit unto thee. But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and their hope shall be as the giving of the ghost. Job chapter 12. And Job answered and said, No doubt, but ye are the people, and wisdom shall die with you. But I have understanding as well as you. I am not inferior to you, yea. Who knoweth not much, not such things as these? I am as one mocked of his neighbor, who calleth upon God, and he answers him. The just, upright man is laughed to scorn. He that is ready to slip with his feet is as a lamp despised in the thought of him that is at ease. The tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure, into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord has wrought this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind? Does not the ear try words, and the mouth taste his meat? With the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength. He has counsel and understanding. Behold, he break it down, and it cannot be built again. He shut up a man, and there can be no opening. Behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also, he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceivers are his. He leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. He loosed the bond of kings, and gird their loins with a girdle. He leadeth prince away spoiled, and overthroweth the mighty. He removed away the speech of the trusty, and taketh away the understanding of the age. He pours contempt upon prince, and weakens the strength of the mighty. He discovered deep things out of darkness, and bringeth out to light the shadow of death. He increased the nations, and destroys them. He enlarges the nations, and straightens them again. He taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth, and caused them to wander in a wilderness where there is no way. They grope in the dark without light, and he maketh them to stagger like a drunken man. Job chapter 13. Lo, my eye has seen all this, my ear has heard and understood it. What ye know, the same do I know also. I am not inferior unto you. Surely I would speak to the Almighty, and I desire to reason with God. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. Oh, that ye would altogether hold your peace, and it should be your wisdom. Hear now my reasoning, and hearken to the pleading of my lips. Will ye speak wickedly for God, and talk deceitfully for him? Will ye accept his person? Will ye contend for God? Is it good that he should search you out? Or, as one man mocketh another, do you so mock him? He will surely reprove you if you do secretly accept persons. Shall not his excellency make you afraid, and his dread fall upon you? Your remembrance are like unto ashes, your bodies to bodies of clay. Hold your peace, let me alone. If I may speak, and let come on me what will. Wherefore do I take my flesh in my teeth, and put my life in mine hand? Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. But I will remain mine own ways before him. He also shall be my salvation, for an hypocrite shall not come before him. Hear diligently my speech and my declaration with your ears. Behold now, I have ordered my cause. I know that I shall be justified. Who is he that will plead with me? For now, if I hold my tongue, I shall give up the ghost. Only do not two things unto me, then will I not hide myself from thee. Withdraw thine hand far from me, and let not my dread make me afraid. Then call thou, and I will answer. Or let me speak, and answer thou me. How many are mine iniquities and sin? Make me to know my transgression and my sin. Wherefore hidest thou thy face, and holdest me for thine enemy? Wilt thou break a leaf driven to and fro? And wilt thou pursue the dry stubble? For thou writest bitter things against me, and makest me to possess the iniquities of my youth. Thou puttest my feet also in the stocks, and lookest narrowly unto all my path. Thou settest a print upon the heels of my feet, and he, as a rotten thing, consumeth, as a garment that is moth-eaten. Job chapter 14. Man that is born of a woman is of a few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continues not. And dost thou open thine eyes upon such an one, and bringeth me into judgment with thee? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Turn from him, that he may rest, till he shall accomplish as an hireling his day. For there is hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease, though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock therefore die in the ground. Yet through the scent of water it will bud, and bring forth boughs like a plant. But man dieth and wastes away. Yea, man give up the ghost, and where is he? As the waters fell from the sea, and the flood decayed and drieth up, so man lieth down and rise not, till the heavens be no more. He shall not awake, nor be raised out of their sleep. Oh, that thou wouldest hide me in the grave, that thou wouldest keep me secret until thy wrath be past, that thou would appoint me a set time and remember me. If a man die, shall he live again? And the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come. Thou shalt call, and I will answer thee. Thou wilt have a desire to the work of thine hands, for now thou numberest my steps. Dost thou not watch over my sins? My transgression is sealed up in a bag, and thou sewest up mine iniquity. And surely the mountains falling cometh to naught, and the rock is removed out of his place. The waters where the stones, thou washest away the things which grow out of the dust of the earth, and thou destroyest the hope of man. Thou prevailest forever against him. And he passed, thou changest his countenance, and send him away. His son come to honor, and he knoweth it not. And they are brought low, but he perceive it not of them. But his flesh upon him shall have pain, and his soul with him shall mourn. Job chapter 15. Then said Eliphaz the Temanite, and said, Then answered Eliphaz the Temanite, and said, Should a wise man utter vain knowledge, and fill his belly with the east wind? Should he reason with unprofitable talk, or with speeches wherewith he can do no good? Yea, thou castest off fear, and restrain prayer before God. For thy mouth uttered thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Thine own mouth condemns thee, and not I. Yea, thine own lips testify against thee. Art thou the first man that was born? Art thou the first man that was born? Or wast thou made before the hills? Hast thou heard the secret of God? And dost thou restrain wisdom to thyself? What knowest thou that we know not? What understandest thou, which is not in us? With us are both the gray head and very aged men, much elder than thy father. Are the consolations of God small with thee? Is there any secret thing with thee? Why does thine heart carry thee away? And what do the eyes wink at? That thou turnest thy spirit against God, and lettest such words go out of thy mouth? What is man that he should be clean, and he which is born of a woman that he should be righteous? Behold, he putteth no trust in his saints. Yea, the heavens are not clean in his sight. How much more abominable and filthy is man, which drinketh iniquity like water. I will show thee, hear me, and that which I have seen I will declare. Which wise men have told from their fathers, and have not hid it? Unto whom alone the earth was given, and no stranger passed among them. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful song in his ears is prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. He believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for the sword. He wandered abroad for bread, saying, Where is it? He knoweth that the day of darkness is ready at his hand. Trouble and anguish shall make him afraid. They shall prevail against him as a king ready to the battle. For he stretched out his hand against God, and strengthened himself against the Almighty. He runneth upon him, even on his neck, upon the thick bosses of his buckler. Because he covered his face with his fatness, and maketh collops of fat on his flanks. And he dwells in isolated city, and in houses which no man inhabits, which are ready to be heaps. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. He shall not depart out of darkness. The flame shall dry up his branches, and the breath of his mouth shall he go away. Let him not that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. It shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green. He shall shake off his unripe grape as the vine, and shall cast off his flower as the olive. And the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacle of bribery. They conceive mischief, and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepared deceit. Wow, Job. It's a wonderful and very interesting book. You really should read it for yourself. Also, thank you for joining me on today with Bible Reading with Joy. I am Joy Robinson, and I pray that you will continue to follow me on Facebook and like me and subscribe unto me on YouTube. That's Bible Reading with Joy, Joy Robinson. I am enjoying reading daily with you and just seeing the Word of God go forth. May you have a great Saturday, and may God continue to bless you. Have a God bless you day. Amen.